You not from New York, nigga. Who the was that? Anyway, hope y'all doing good. But before we start this video, I'm gonna try and spark up an interactive comment section and ask y'all, if you were the commissioner of the NBA for a day, what is the first thing y'all would change? And I'm gonna read a few responses that I find interesting in the next video. I'ma also kindly ask y'all for this video is to leave a comment, sub up if y'all like it, and like it if y'all like it. Shit. Now I know the NBA playoffs don't start for a little bit, but hey, I can't predict it a little early? No, nigga, you're a bum and you're not finna get it right anyway. Yo, who the is that? Next time he says something, I'm gonna find out who he is, bruh. But let's resume the video. Anyway, since the first 10 seeds aren't final because it's not the end of the season yet, I gotta predict the exact 10 spots of each conference. Now before we do that, I gotta show y'all what I'm working with and show the current standings as of March 23rd, the day I am recording this video. This is the East and this is the West. Now let's predict the final 10 spots of the West. First, Nuggets. Second, Thunder. Third, Timberwolves. Fourth, Clippers. Fifth, I'm gonna have a hot take and say the Mavericks, mainly because of their schedule and how easy it is compared to the Pelicans. Speaking of the Pelicans, I have them at 6. Now here are the playing teams. Hey, this playing race is crazy. Like all the big stars from the 2010s are gonna be here, and the Kings. But this is gonna be a great watch, honestly. Anyway, starting from the 7th seed, we got the Kings, 8th seed is the Suns, 9th seed is the Lakers, and 10th seed is the Warriors. Every single one of them seedings is wrong, you fraud. Hey, who are you? What the f? I'm your friendly neighborhood hater. So your purpose in this video is to hate on me? Yeah, you're strange. You know who else is strange? Who? Yo, dumbass. He got me so good. But let's resume these predictions and move on to the East. Now the first seed is obviously going to be Boston. Second seed, Milwaukee. Now the third seed, I'm going to give a hot take and say the Knicks. They have an easy schedule. And the Cavs have not been doing so hot recently. And also speaking of the Cavs, I got them as the 4th seed. 5th seed, the Magic. 6th seed, the Heat. And now going on to the play-in. 7th seed Pacers, 8th seed 76ers, 9th seed Bulls, and 10th seed Hawks. Now this is how my playoff bracket will look like, and let's predict the play-in tournament before we start up the real juicy stuff. Starting from the East. Now I do not care about this side of the play-in bracket considering every single one of these teams are going to be a first round exit. The way that we decide which one of these teams will move on is spinning the wheel. Now let's decide who nabs the 7th seed. The Indiana Pacers or the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, it's the 76ers, but now let's spin the wheel to figure out who's going to be the winner between the 9th and the 10th seed. Okay, it's Atlanta. Now let's spin the wheel one more time to figure out who gets the 8th seed between Atlanta and the Pacers. Okay, now that the Pacers have gotten the 8th seed, this is the updated playoff bracket for the East. Moving on, let's discuss the West play-in tournament. This is what a real juicy stuff is. Fox versus KD, Brown versus Curry. Two of these guys gonna have to miss the offs. Real scary stuff. But let's talk about the 7-8 matchup. Kings versus Suns. I'm gonna have to give it to the Suns, man. The offensive firepower that the Suns have with KD and Book, and I feel like Nurkic can nullify whatever Sabonis throws at him. And also, we seen Sabonis in a playoff setting, and I don't believe in that, not even a bit. Now, moving on to the 9-10 matchup, Lakers versus Warriors, and I believe that the Lakers are gonna win. Too much size, and I believe in LeBron in the play-in. Unlike Curry, who got bounced by 21-year-old Ja Morant in 2021. Sheesh. Anyways, moving on to the battle for the 8th seed. Kings versus Lakers, and I personally think the Lakers are gonna win, and I'm very sorry Kings fans, because if I wanted y'all to win, y'all would, but this is a prediction. And I'm not gonna pick my favorite teams every time. But the reason I do have y'all losing is because the Lakers voodoo black magic is very real, and they're gonna send Sabonis and Swiper from Dora going home sad. Now this is the updated playoff bracket with the play-in completed. The West is gonna be a bloodbath, and the East is pretty predictable, I'm not gonna lie. But let's start this up with the East. 1 seed Celtics versus 8 seed Pacers. Hey, this place is kinda dirty. Can I get a broom so we can sweep at a good pace? Because the Pacers are out of here. That's a sweep if I ever seen one. Now on to the 4 seed Cavs versus 5 seed Magic. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, if the Cavs are fully healthy, I got them in 5 or 6. But if the Cavs aren't healthy and Donovan Mitchell isn't there, it could go either way. But I'm still leaning the Cavs because this is the first time the Magic are gonna be here in the playoffs and they just don't have any shooting. So I'm taking the Cavs in this series, unless Paolo goes crazy and Mitchell is out, but that's highly unlikely for both things to happen at the same time. Moving on, we got the 3 seed Knicks versus the 6 seed Miami Heat. Whew, I got Miami, simply because of their voodoo black magic they possess when it comes to the playoffs. Except 2021. Anyway, the Knicks are a good team, but they're dealing with injuries, and I just can't write off the Heat because of what happened last year. And they're going to take advantage of what looks like a very depleted Knicks team due to injuries. Furthermore, let's discuss the last first round matchup in the East. The 2nd seed Bucks versus the 7th seed 76ers. Now, I got the Bucks sweeping them because there is no Embiid. But if Embiid returns, I got the Bucks winning in 6 anyway. And this is simply because Embiid isn't going to be 100%. So yeah, I got the Bucks making it past the first round. Now the quarterfinals will commence, and the matchups will be the 1 seed Celtics versus the 4 seed Cavaliers and the 2 seed Bucks versus the 6 seed Miami Heat. And let's start this up by talking about the Celtics versus Cavaliers. I think the Celtics win in 5, and it's not going to be close. The Celtics are too good and the Cavs just don't have enough. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Tough luck, buddy. I wanted to win though. I'm sorry, little man, but I gotta tell my truth. Do you recognize me? No. You're a fish. Why would I recognize you? Well, you should. Why? Because I'm your friendly neighborhood hater. F you. Nah, f you. F you. Why do you hate me, dog? You wanna know why? Why? Cause your dumb ass fell for the whole thing. What the hell? But anyway, let's talk about the 2 seed Bucks versus 6 seed Heat second round matchup. And I'm not gonna lie, this is where the Heat Cinderella run is over. They can't catch lightning in a bottle twice, and the Bucks beat them in 7. Sorry, Heat fans, but I wanted to win though. Bro, get out! Leave! You got it. You win, bro. Such a weirdo. Anyway, let's discuss this Eastern Conference Finals matchup. In this corner, we got the team with 17 titles, but I bet most of the titles were acquired before you were even born, the Boston Celtics. And in this corner, we got the team that nobody cared about until Giannis showed up, the Milwaukee Bucks. And I believe the Celtics are going to win. Their starting 5 is too good, and I believe Jason Tatum is going to be in the finals once again. Sorry, Bucks fans. Now let's move on to the real juicy stuff, the Western Conference Playoffs. Let's start this thing up with the 1 seed Nuggets versus the 8 seed Lakers. Sorry, Lakers fans, but the Nuggets are null to your voodoo black magic in the offs. That shit don't work on them. So I got the Nuggets winning at 5. Next matchup is the 4 seed Clippers versus the 5 seed Mavericks. This is going to be interesting. Obviously, if the Clippers aren't healthy, they're losing. But if they are, I got them winning at 7. I'm sorry, man, but the way the Clippers look when they are on, they look like the second best team in the Western Conference. And I trust in them. My bad, Mavs fans. I may be wrong, but this is a really close series, and I'm just leaning towards the Clippers. Moving on, let's discuss the 3 seed Timberwolves versus the 6 seed Pelicans. And if Cat isn't available for this series and Brandon Ingram comes back, I'm banking on this being an upset. So yeah, I got the Pelicans if that does happen. Because all season long, Zion has sliced through their defense and has been eating. Not literally, all season long against them. But fully healthy, I got the Timberwolves. And I'm sticking to the belief Cat will not be available or he won't be 100%. So I got the Pelicans moving on to the second round. Lastly, let's talk about the 2 seed Thunder versus the 7 seed Suns. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I know the Suns have experience in the playoffs, but I'm banking on this Thunder team to not regress when it comes to playoff time. And they just have the better team. So I choose the Thunder winning in 7. I'm sorry because honestly I could go for the Suns in this series, but they've been too inconsistent across the regular season, and I don't trust them old geezers over there in Phoenix. Now it's time for the second round. The 2 matchups consist of the 1 seed Nuggets versus the 4 seed Clippers and the 2 seed Thunder versus the 6 seed Pelicans. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be super interesting. You not hating on me? No. I changed. Okay. Anyways, let's start this up with the Nuggets versus Clippers matchup. This is gonna be a good series. The two best teams in my opinion in the Western Conference are duking it out, but I'll take the Nuggets in 6. It's gonna be a really close 6 games though, like really close. It's gonna be a movie. But moving on, let's talk about the Thunder versus Pelicans. I personally think this is gonna be a really close series, like really close. And the separating factor is gonna be the fact that the Thunder have the better star player in the matchup. So I'm leaning towards the Thunder and I have them winning in 7 games. Now let's talk about the Western Conference Finals matchup. The Thunder versus the Nuggets. And it's not close. The Nuggets are winning in 6, heavily because of their championship experience, their chemistry, and the fact that they have the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic. You're right, Jokic is the best player in the world. Yo, are you with me? No, I would never. Okay. Moving on, let's discuss the main event, the NBA Finals, Celtics versus Nuggets. This will be a 7-game series and I am betting on the Denver Nuggets. I fear they will repeat and the Celtics will be disappointed again, which means the Jays will not be winning a ring, sadly. Alright, that's all I got today. Peace out! Wait, you're actually not gonna hate on me? Yeah, okay. I appreciate it. No problem. Never mind, you ugly, you stupid, you a hoe, and I don't like you, What the fuck?